Well, happy Friday, everybody. Thanks for joining us again on our second live broadcast. We have Cody with us tonight. He's going to help me out. Unfortunately, Pastor Al had some other pressing engagements he had to get to, which is okay. But you'll probably see him again on Monday night if we host again on Monday. But so tonight we got a kind of a full show for you tonight. We wanted to try to go over a few different things. First and foremost, believe it or not, in all the chaos, we did get our shirts done. So I have all the shirts here. There's the front, and there's the back of it. So feel free to mess with me. We can see what we can do about either getting them to you or whatever we need to do. But I got everybody's shirts, and we'll go from there. So tonight we wanted to try getting through alphabet series A, B, and C. Getting into a little bit of kata, Pinan 1, and for some of the other people that probably haven't got to some of this, but Pinan 7. So both of them are pretty short. But they should give you some good things to kind of work on as you all are sitting there. So guys, everybody get up, join us, do these with us, and you work with us. Now the cool thing about all the stuff we're working on tonight is that everything is all based that you can actually do all this stuff by yourself. So you really don't necessarily need a Nuki to help you with it. If we do get to a freestyle, then yeah, you may need to drag someone in to help you. But for the most part, the alphabet series, that kind of stuff, all that stuff you can all do by yourself without a Nuki. So again, thanks for joining us tonight and helping with me. I appreciate it very much. So, start off alphabet A. Okay, so remember we talked about the whole alphabet series. There's 26 of them. And trying to get up to your black belt, we're really going through Q on those. But every belt you're going about 1 or 2 every belt level and getting them through. So we want to go through A, B, and C. And the reason I want to get through those 3, the way that we see the alphabet series is kind of broken down into three different series, if you want to call them that. The A series, that we talk about, that has is all based on the sequence, the pattern that you make with the kicks and everything else. B series, and then a C series. So let's look at A. So always remember bow to your partner before you start. So with the A series, and if you remember with the whole alphabet series, my left leg is always the one that's going to be either stepping back or starting back for the most part. Okay? So always try to remember that. If you always forget what you're doing, it's always that left leg is going backwards. Okay? So alphabet series A, and again we're talking about the A series, so like A, D, G, J, that kind of stuff, all have the same sequence of events. So I'm taking that step back. As he makes that punch, I'm doing a middle outward block to block this out. Coming up, I'm doing 2 things at once. I'm doing a kick to his groin, but I'm also smashing this arm trying to get out of the way. Okay, so let's do that one more time. So again, I'm making that step, and I'm doing that middle outward just to deflect that block out of my way, right? Smash kick, dropping that, and I'm stepping in. I want to get in close to him. Now from here, reverse punch. Okay? So let's do that more all together, and then we'll change position and kind of show you that again. So again, stepping back, middle outward block. Smash and kick at the same time, drop, reverse punch. So let's try turning around this way here. There we go, go ahead, diagonal. Okay, so again, left leg stepping back. So, reverse, middle outward block, if I can remember what I'm talking about. Smash kick and kick at the same time, reverse punch. It is a reverse punch, so what do I do with that reverse punch? My hips are turning, and I'm driving all the way through, right to the chin, okay? All right, you want to try it? All right. From an uke standpoint, remember, very important, unlike all the rest of the stuff I'm doing, I actually want to do a reverse punch for that strike. So that means my left leg is going to step forward, and I'm going to throw my right punch, okay? Boom. Good. So remember, I got that block in there. Make sure I can see my fist when I do that middle outward block. Okay. So one last time. I'm going to have Tony do it this last time. Then we'll move on to number B. So good. All right. So B. So the B series is a little different. Same thing. I'm still stepping back with my left leg, just like I did on A. But this instead of doing the middle outward block, I'm actually going to be doing a middle inward block. Okay? So it just kind of switches the blocks. So, middle inward block. So this time, I'm deflecting the arm out that way. Boom. I'm in a horse stance. Now, I gotta do two different things at the same time on this one. Okay? I'm gonna be palm heel to the chest and that same kick. So I've got that block in here. Boom. Land. From here, single strike to the chest. Pull back. Double palm to the shoulders. And then push at the belt. So push that belt out, okay? So one more time. So middle inner block. Punch, kick same time. Strike to the chest. Pull back. Double palm. Push kick. So even with your uke and you're working with them, you know, work, push that away, okay? I'm not just trying to kick them. I want to push them and get them out of my way, okay? Get them away from me, okay? You want to do it? All right. Good. So pretty simple. Let's try changing angles. All right. You can do it again? Sure. Okay. Good. I'll do it from my side this time. Okay? Just a little bit. So, middle outward block, blocking that block out. Palm heel and strike. Punch to the chest. Pull back, double palm, push. All right. Everybody got that so far? You want to review? Want to go back to A again? Good idea. I'm going to see you do A. Okay? So middle inward, middle outward, punch. Good. So you can see the different patterns. A had that middle outward block, still step back. B had that middle inward block. So you're going to see that common as you go through the alphabet series. Okay, so C is that weird one. Okay, now we're getting into that cat stance. So we talked about that left leg is always stepping back. So this time I'm actually going to start with my left leg back. And I'm going to get into what we call a modified cat stance. Modified cat stance really is, again, I'm kind of in that back stance a little bit. I've got my foot, my heels up a little bit, and I'm starting with a kind of a cat paw here, okay? The reason for this is that now the uke is going to be doing two punches, okay? He's going to be starting off with the left punch, and then following up the right. So I'm trying to block those two out of the way, okay? So I'm popping, same hand, popping that one down. So I'm trying to get them out of the way. Now, I got to do two things. One, I'm going to do that same step, going bam, but I also want to chamber my hand, so I'm going to bring it up here. Okay, so let's try that again. So, modified cat stance, so he pops, pop, kick, oh my God, no bounce, kick, chamber. So, I'm now going to do chop to the neck, chop to the neck, so two chops, elbow. Now, because I came over here, I'm going to grab his gi. And I'm going to do what's called a shuffle step, I think. I'm losing the name, I apologize. But I'm going to step this foot back and this step behind him. So two steps on that. I'm now going to do that second elbow and knife down. Okay? So if you notice, it repeats a lot in there, right? So I did the chop, chop, elbow, elbow, and then finish up with the final chop. But I always switch my hands every time I did that. So one more time. Pop, pop, kick and chamber. So chop, chop, elbow, grab the gi. Step, step, elbow, chop. Now if you notice my uke was nice stuff because he actually went down like you're supposed to. So in that whole thing, when I'm grabbing the gi, the point of that is I'm trying to pull him down. So I'm going to pull him down, elbow, and then finish up with that knife hand. Want to try it? Sure. All right. So punch, punch, chop. So chop, chop, elbow, grab, elbow, bah. Perfect. Nice. All right, so let's try this side this time. Same thing. So remember, alternating those hands. A lot of times people get a tendency, they come up here, they do this, and they're like, they don't know what they're doing with their hands. Get that first hand chambered up. So I'm going to attack this side first. I attack it twice, and then I go back and forth. Okay? Oh, sorry. Forgot to do it. Alright. So, pop, pop, chop. So chop, chop. Elbow to this side. As I'm coming back, I'm grabbing his D and starting to pull him. Step, step, elbow, and chop. Sorry folks, I know you couldn't see that, but believe it or not, I did chop him. Okay. You want to try that one for this side? All right. So punch, punch. So chop, chop, elbow, grabbing, pulling, boom, boom. Awesome. So realistically now the uke is supposed to go down. It does help, and you'll see as we go further up along, there's a lot more that we gotta, yes, you gotta go down the ground on these things. So how are we doing? So far so good. You guys want to review all three of them again? Probably a good idea. So I'll go through all three from this side, then Mr. Tony will go through all three on his side. Sound good? All right. So, A, boom, strike, reverse punch. I want to see the hips turn, drive through. B, so middle inward this time. Palm heel, strike to the chest, double palm, push him away. Okay? Last but not least, C. So this time I'm starting back, right? Starting back at the cat paw. So block, block. Kick, chamber. Hands up for chamber. Knife, knife. Elbow, grab, elbow, chop. And I know not one of you saw that, but it happened. So Tony, hopefully now you'll be able to see it on this side, okay? Good. Good. All right, last one on these scooters. Okay, there we go. Good. You guys see it that time? Awesome. All right. So that was your alphabet A through C. We kind of did it kind of fast. Cool thing is this video is going to stay up on Facebook. You guys can go back and start again and watch it through it again. And again, get up. And the cool thing is, if I sit there and do this without him moving to me, I can do all that alphabet series. And if I do it from the front, if you want to join me, you can do it too. But all this whole series we can do without having a partner with me. So I can do it without a newbie. So if I do A, so again, my left leg stepping back, middle outward coming out, I smash and kick, and a reverse punch. Pretty simple, right? Didn't need a newbie for that. That's pretty easy. B, same thing. Left leg is making that step back, but I'm in the middle inward this time, right? Palm heel kick. Strike to the chest, double palm, and push kick. All right? Pretty good. C, same thing. Starting back, first strike, second strike, kick and chamber. Chop, chop, elbow. Grab, step, step, elbow, chop. All right? Pretty good. All right, so that's good for the alphabet series. So we want to get into doing a couple of katas. So I kind of wanted to do two of them. Pinan one's a good one because it goes through a lot of different blocks and a lot of different punches to kind of give you a good variety of stuff. But I also want to go through Pinan 7. I know there's a lot of you probably never used Pinan 7, but it's a good short little kata. And it's a cool little kata that you can, at least get yourself up and going and move through it, and it's really quick. And for those that are, starting getting into, brown belt and purple and, those upper levels, you need it, okay? So, we'll start with Pinan 1. Now, the one big thing that I always talk about, if you want to do it with me, you're more than welcome to too. So, the thing I always talk about with kata, and I get you guys on 14 on this a lot, is know where your kata goes, right? If I was doing Pinan 13, no problem starting back here, right? Because I'm not going backwards. I'm not going to hit the wall back here. But Pinan 14, after I do the clock, what's the first thing after I go forward twice, what am I doing? I'm heading backwards. And I go, boom, right at the wall. So know where your kata goes so that you can start on the mat so you don't hit the wall, okay? So Pinan 1 is the same thing. Pinan 1, first thing I'm doing, I'm heading backwards, okay? So make sure that I start a little bit further up so that I don't hit that wall, okay? So does everybody remember their preparation in their kata? I do. So let's go ahead and go through that preparation. So again, always toes together, feet together, just like we started our class. Okay, hands on my side. So we're bowing, coming up here, right up close to your chest, open up, big circle out and around, pop to the middle, up, big circle ending down at your belt, taking that step out. Now, strike or kick, pop it to the top, back into horse stance, chamber your hands, X block, and elbow smash. Okay, that's where we're starting. So pin on one again starts going backwards. So for those that know your single blocking series, this is actually the 3 middle blocks. We got that middle outward, down, middle inwards in the same sequence. Okay, so I'm taking my left foot and I'm stepping back, middle outward block. Okay, in that front stance. I'm stepping back, down block. Prepping myself, getting my hands up, stepping back, middle inward block. From here, I'm stepping around, so now I'm facing towards the bag, X block, elbow smash, stepping all the way around, X block, elbow smash. So now I look back forward. I got my hand out just to protect myself, just to make sure nothing's coming at me. So from here, I'm going to step all the way through, and I'm going to punch. I'm going to turn my hand and open it up now, okay? Because now I'm going to step forward and elbow right into it, okay? So from here, you can't see real well, but my back leg back here, I kind of want to move it back this way a little bit because I want to be in a good front stance when I turn around. So I'm going to move my foot back just a little bit because now when I turn, I'm doing a middle outward block. Kind of tough to see, I know. Okay? So from here, I'm going to step all the way through, high chop. Now I'm going down to the groin, so I'm going down low and I'm groin striking down here, back fist here, and then I'm coming all the way around, X block, and finishing. Okay? So let's do that in reverse. So this time we're going to start up further up here, and we'll do it in backwards order this time, okay? We'll turn around. All right, so we're going to avoid doing the preparation. We're just going to start it from the X block. So getting a nice horse stance, X block, good. So taking that step back, middle outward block. Taking a step back, down block. Prepping my hands, getting them up, middle inward block. Stepping all the way around, X block. Coming all the way around again, X block. Putting my hand out in front of me, and I'm stepping through and I'm punching. So I can scoot back a little bit, opening my hand up, stepping through, elbow. So remember, for an elbow strike, always, elbow comes to hand. Hand does not come to elbow. So hand out, leave it there, elbow comes to it. So this is what I'm talking about. This foot here, in this elbow, I'm just going to move it back a little bit. Not moving it that way, I'm moving it that way, towards toning. Okay? Because when I turn, all I'm going to do is pivot. I'm in a good front stance. Right off the bat. That's what I want. Middle outward. Stepping all the way through. Chop high to the head. Dip down low to the groin. Back up to the back fist. And then turn around. X block. And done. Okay? Everybody got that? You want to see it more in a fast way? Just you see it all in one shot? Let's give it a shot. Okay? So we'll start with the preparation just so you have it all, alright? So, nice bow. So, middle out. Down. Middle in. X elbow. X elbow smash. Come through. Punch. Elbow to the camera. Chop high. Groin low. Back fist back to the face. X block. Finish the preparation again. That's our pin on one. Any questions? I wish I could see the camera and see the comments coming in. If there's anything coming in, I apologize. We're over on this side of the camera. You want to do pin on one?
No, that's okay. I want to see pin on seven.
So good. So that's pin on one. Again, a good, great kata because it shows a lot of things. It's a quick kata, but you see it's got a lot of blocks in there. It's got a bunch of strikes. and some good stepping, right? So it helps you work on your front stances, horse stances, all that kind of stuff, okay? So the next cut I wanted to get into was pin on 7. Now, like I said, for pin on 7, it's really those people that are going for up into brown, purple, maybe. But in the brown, you gotta learn to pin on 7. Now, pin on 7 is a really, really short kata, but it's kind of cool, okay? Again, with everything, always start with that preparation, right? So you get our preparation. Step out, X block, elbow smash. So from here, I'm gonna take this hand here, and I'm gonna swing it around and do what's called a cover over to this side. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna double punch, double punch, double punch. And from here, I'm gonna swing both hands back around to that same place I started at. So from here, that same leg is just going to step out, and I'm going to punch. I'm going to step forward into a horse stance. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this hand that's out front here, and I'm gonna dig deep. So I'm gonna dig down, deep, up, and drop it. Now you notice my hand is in that vertical fist. Okay, there's a reason for that. I'm gonna move my right leg, just so I can get into a good front stance this way, because now I'm gonna do a punch, punch. Now this is the hard part. I'm gonna do a front kick, land in a horse stance, but as soon as I land, I've got to do a back fist. You'll see, okay? So I'm gonna bring my hands up, kick. When I land to the horse, boom. As soon as my foot lands, I get a back fist to the back. I'm then going to turn 90 degrees, stay in that horse stance. My hands are on my chest. You can see I get my fists right here on my chest, back fist to the back fist to the front, come back, and that's the whole kata. So really, a quick kata, okay? So let's see that one more time. I'll do it one more time this way. I'll turn around and do it the other way, just so you can see it the other way too as well, okay? So again, preparation. So, taking his hand, sweeping around to cover, double punch, double punch, double punch, swing all the way around, step forward, punch. Gonna bring my foot up in a horse stance, so now I'm nice and even. This hand digs down deep, and slowly over to the side. From here, I'm going to step out, so I'm in a good front stance facing this direction. Punch, punch, kick, but as soon as my foot lands, boom, back fist. Stepping 90 degrees, back fist to the back fist to the front, and back to the front. That's the end of the kata. So let's flip that around. All right, so from the reverse. I'm going to start from the X block. I'm not going to do the whole preparation. So we're going to start on the X block. So again, taking this hand here, swing all the way around the cover. Double punch, double punch, double punch. Swing both hands back to that cover again. Stepping forward with that the foot same side as my cover, punch. Step up into the horse stance and dig deep. Oh. Notice my hand, my fist is in a vertical fist. Stepping out a little bit into that front stance, punch, punch. I'm going to make that kick, but as soon as I land my foot, bam! Foot lands. Hand to my chest. Bring it back into horse stance here, punch to the back, punch to the front, and then finish the kata. Okay? I mean, hey, he told you it's short, easy, wasn't it? It's a really quick kata. So especially when you get into that brown stuff, you know, you see we have those 2 katas per level. That one's really easy. Because 8, that's the challenge. So let's take a quick break. I'm going to get a drink of water real quick. I'm going to leave the face live on here really quick. I'm going to get a quick drink. Sound good? Alright, so now I need to All right, so the last thing we're gonna end off with, guys, real quick. Wanted to do one quick freestyle. We'll do two, just for a real basic one, just to kind of everybody remember the kind of the real basic one, then we'll go into a little more complicated one, okay? So the basic one, I kind of start off with a lot of the the white belts, orange, yellows, those kind of stuff. Real basic one, and I always do this one. Go ahead and grab my shoulder from the back. So we do this one a lot, and I apologize if you guys have seen this 5 million times, but it's, again, something good for you to remember. And as we talked about, anything we do in martial arts, until I do it about 10,000 times, I really don't know it. So this one never gets old to get better at this one, okay? So again, I've got a guy grabbing my shoulder. He's not pulling me back, he's just kind of standing there. So a real big one now is I'm gonna take that leg that's towards the camera here, and I'm gonna be stepping back. Now, the big thing I talk about with the stepping back thing is there's lots of different ways to step back. I mean, I can step in between his legs, right? I could be stepping really shallow. I could be stepping way over here. But what I want to do is I want to step so that I try to get to behind him as much as possible. And I want to stay real close, really close, okay? My side should touch his side when I make this. So again, so when I make that step back, I'm stepping back, you can see I'm touching him. Whether he likes it or not, I'm touching him. Okay? So from here, what's the closest thing that I can tackle him with? This hand, wham, groin strike. So from here, hopefully that should loosen up his grip, and obviously all of a sudden he's going to tip over. So I'm going to turn, and I'm going to palm heel. Now at the same time, my hand's free, so I kind of want to take care of his arm. But I've got this palm heel up here. We grab his shoulders, knee strike to the groin again. And all I'm going to do is bring my leg, and I'm going to come back and take him down. Okay? Real basic one, right? But it's got a lot of good moves, and there's a lot of things that you can do this, a lot of ways that you can modify this. But to start off with this one again, I'm stepping back, I want to be close, so I'm touching him. Groin strike. Pivoting all the way around, palm heel. Hand comes up to make sure I can control his arm. Grab the shoulder. Knee strike to the groin again, bring the leg around, and sweep. The reason I control his arm, because when he goes down, for one, he's my friend. I don't want to hurt him, so I'm kind of going to help control him on his way down. But in a real life situation, I want to make sure he doesn't get away from me. Okay? I want to make sure I can take care of him. So, that's a good, real basic one to learn. You want to do that one?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Turn. We'll do this
sure
one.
about the,
So stepping back, groin strike, pivoting through, make sure you get this arm, okay?
Yes, that arm control, I wasn't sure about. Okay, so this is another.
Yep, so go ahead and grab the shoulder on this one so you control groin strike. And then bring that same leg back behind me. And pull it. Yep. So let's try that again. All right, actually, let's do this way. Just so you can see straight on, right? Right. Groin strike, palm heel, groin, sweep. All right. Thank you very much, sir. So we talked about that one, real good basic one, because there's so many things I can do differently than that. That first strike, I'm going down the groin. Well, I can go high and go to the elbow to the face. I can go to the middle of the chest. So, and I can switch sides. I can go to the other shoulder and do the same thing. A lot of good ways you can make that different. Okay? All right, so the one that I want to go a little more complicated for this one, I'm going to be spinning you. Okay? So this one's a little more complicated. Okay? And there's a lot of moving parts in this one. So for a lot of you guys, if you don't get this one right off the bat, that's okay. It's a good thing to show you guys, and but take care if you are working with someone on this one. Take care. We don't need to be hurting anybody. Okay. So he's going to be taking a swinging at me and taking a punch. Okay. So he's going to be stepping forward like a reverse punch, and that's how he's going to be stepping forward. So we're going to be doing slow. So what I want to do is that I want to obviously deflect this as much as possible. So I'm going to be moving this hand with this hand in here. I'm going to move it just out far enough. But what I want to do is I want to step in, and I want to do two things. One, I want to make sure this arm gets down a little bit, so I'm bringing it down, and I'm striking on two different places. One, I want to get the back of the elbow here, because again, if I can get this in the right spot, I can pop his elbow and break his elbow, right? But I'm also going to be hitting the bicep. And I do it with a knife hand for a few different reasons, so let's try it again. So I'm popping and stepping in. So double the strike here, for one, hurts a lot, okay? Boom. But from here, when I have it in a knife hand here, I can chop, right? I can even elbow as a finished one. But what I want to do is I want to take my hand up and around here, and swing him up like that, and it turns him over. And he wasn't anticipating that. Okay, and that's the point. So let's try that one again. So again, he's coming in, I'm deflecting, and I'm coming in, so I want to strike. Knife hand. Elbow, so same hand. I'm now going to take my hand and kind of wrap around his head. I'm pushing this arm up and just kind of turning him around. Okay? It's a fun one if you do it right, but the whole point is, again, I'm not really just trying to do the neck. I'm really trying to, when I get in here, chop, elbow, and I'm coming up here, I'm trying to get up on the shoulder here, okay? Back on the back part of here, turn around this way a little bit. So I'm trying to get right here, because I want to push the arm and then turn his whole body around. That's my whole job on this one, okay? But when you do it fast, you can flip them around and you can be gone. Cool? You want to try it?
I'll try it. That spins a little high.
It's okay.
So, was that a step in for the first block?
So you want to do, again, you want to block with this hand just to deflect it enough so that you can step in and double strike.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm coming in, boom, yep. So you're coming in and chopping, and you want to hit the back of the elbow without.
After the block, am I chambering and then?
No, you should just be able to go block, chop, because you don't have much time. That punch is coming fast and hard, right? So you got a little bit of limited time.
Okay.
Yep. So from here, chop with this one, chop, and you can finish up with the elbow coming in, bam, and then you want to take that arm and push it through behind me onto my shoulder, lift this arm up, and push this down. Okay. Yep. Just like that.
That's kind of fun. Yeah.
It's a fun one. If you can get him to do it, it's really fun, because you can get him to swing. Ready? So step in, don't step back. Nope. Take a step this leg in there.
This leg straight in, off the
Yep,
side.
step in between my legs. Chop, elbow, get your hand up and around, lift up with this hand. Woo.
Oh, that's interesting.
So the big thing with that one, with the twist, again, I can't do much of this because the arm moves so much. So the more I can get up here, under the, I'm already got your arm up here, right? And I'm kind of holding, boom, boom. So when I come here, I have more leverage. I have a better chance of twisting your arm up and making you go around. Because here, when I do it here, it's good, but there's more slack, right? There's not as much leverage to push you over. So you want to try that?
Sure.
So try to move up into there. Yeah, there we go. Good. Obviously, the big thing is that the shoulder on the, when I get here on the back here, for here, is I'm pushing down, right? So I'm pushing down and twisting. So I want him to go on the ground. Okay? So push down. All right? Any questions? How about you guys? All right. Anything else you want to cover while we're here tonight? Because we just spent, wow, good 35 minutes with you guys tonight. And I really appreciate who stuck with us. And thank you again so much. I appreciate it so much. But that was a good little course for you guys to kind of go through. It'll be saved on Facebook, so you can always go back and watch it again. But good things, get up off the couch, do this stuff, and I'm hoping to see you guys back at the beginning of May. Obviously, we're locking us down to the end of the month. Hope to see you in May, all right? So, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Make sure to message me if you have any questions on the shirts. I can try to get to it as best I can, all right? Have a good night, guys.